Final game of the season, final loss of the season, Sunday quarterback. Sean, how will you explain this loss years from now to your baby girls when they grow up and they say, Dad, what happened in 2019? How come the Huskers didn't go to a bowl?
They want to be home for Christmas, I guess. But, you know, when you look at this game for Nebraska, I mean, it was just kind of a microcosm of the season. There were moments of, wow, this has happened. They look good. And then there were moments of special teams mistakes and big plays allowed on defense and just where the offense just disappeared for long periods. So, I mean, really, this game was Nebraska's season in a lot of different ways. Close, but seemingly far away.
Yeah, kind of what they did last year. They fell behind to Iowa and then had a nice comeback. Tell me how they fell behind, because Nebraska's defense bowed up after giving up those 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, I felt like it almost Iowa's big plays, the 2 runs, and then the kickoff return, it hurt Iowa in some ways because it made their defense go on the field an additional 20 to 30 snaps because of those quick scores that they had. And they weren't a defense that was conditioned to play a lot of snaps. They were a get off the field quick kind of defense. So Nebraska did take advantage of that. And I thought Kirk Ferentz was somewhat conservative, kind of like when you get up $500 on blackjack early, you start playing a little safer, a little safer.
Yeah, a little safer.
He was playing it safer. He
safer.
Was trying to kind of walk home with the money.
Right, I got you.
And I think he thought Nebraska was going to mess up again and just give it to him. And they didn't. And Nebraska turned. And then, you know, credit Ferentz, though. Then he's like, all right, Adrian Martinez, you ran out of bounds. I can use my last time out, and you're going to give me a free shot to win this game. And he did. And 5-6 years ago, I don't think Kirk Ferentz does that. So I give him credit for the guts, because there's not a lot of coaches in that situation on the road that would feel that confident to go for the win like that.
Yeah, I thought Kirk Ferentz managed that game brilliantly down the stretch. It was, you can tell why he's been around for 21 seasons and won 161 games at Iowa. You know, you mentioned plays. Nebraska was 79 plays from scrimmage on Friday, and Iowa just 56. So,
but big plays and the kick return take that away.
Absolutely,
I mean, that's kind of you got to look at that, I think.
Now, offensively, let's talk about the offense, because there were some bright spots. Yes. What didn't work, and moving forward, who's going to play quarterback?
The bubble screens
didn't work. Anything on first down didn't work.
I know, reading the Red Sea Scrolls throughout the game, not a lot of fans of the bubble screen calls for Nebraska on Friday, and the execution, the blocking, the perimeter blocking in general has been inconsistent. The tight end bubble screens, not a play that really yielded much all season. You know, Dedrick Mills ran well. Mazur came in at times and ran well. Martinez it looked like at times he was running with weight in his shoes. He just didn't have that burst. But Iowa kind of kept like a shield around him where he couldn't go. And we got a taste of McCaffrey, but just not a full meal out of him on Friday.
Yeah, Scott Frost saying they had packages for both Noah Vedral and Luke McCaffrey. We saw them both. So who's going to play quarterback for this team in 2020?
I wish I knew the answer. I mean, I think there's going to be a legitimate battle, Andy, going into the offseason. I mean, all 3 of those guys, and even Logan Smothers, they're going to get a look here during spring practice. Adrian Martinez did not do enough this year where you can say, all right, he's the guy again, and everyone's got to wait another year, and then in 2021, it will be your turn. Maybe if you would have played like we thought, that would have been the narrative. But right now, you can't say Martinez has this job locked up. Other quarterbacks will get a look, and that will be a competition in spring practice.
What is the big priority for this team in the offseason?
I just think learning how to win, learning how to finish, learning how to mentally handle expectations, which is something that this team has a hard time. I think when it's going well, they play well. We saw last week at Maryland, and we saw at times here against Iowa. But when it goes downhill, mentally, this team has a hard time with that. They need to learn how to keep it all together during times of adversity. Well,
the bottom line is the Huskers finished the season 5-7, no bowl for the 3rd straight year. That hasn't happened since 1955 to 1961. And Scott Frost in 2 seasons, 9-15 here at Nebraska.